All right, welcome back. So much changes day to day locally, nationwide, and of course globally with the effects of the coronavirus. That's why we've asked Gina Bullard from KCTV5 News this morning to come on by with a look of what's making news today. I think the big thing from over the weekend, Gina, we're seeing this in a lot of the parks and everything across town. People are not adhering to these social distancing guidelines.
And we get it. It's really nice outside.
Yeah.
You're cooped up in the house. You want to go outside.
It's 70 degrees yesterday and gorgeous
Right.
outside, yeah.
But here's the thing. So KU just did a press conference this morning, and they are saying that people are not following the rules because they're going out to these parks and they're not within 6 feet of other people. So basically what they're saying is if you are with other people who are not in your household, first of all, you shouldn't even be doing that. You should only be with your family. If you run into a neighbor or someone in a park, you still need to keep 6 feet away. Just because you know them, because you're outside, don't be deceived. Like, this virus still can spread. So be really careful. They said they saw a lot of people sitting on picnic blankets together, sharing food together, all things that just should not be happening right now.
And that should just be, and that should only be within your own familial unit that lives under your roof,
household,
right?
and that's it.
Okay. Also, the state of Kansas had instituted its stay-at-home order now, and that runs through, I think, April 19th, correct?
Yeah, so there are a lot of dates being thrown out there. We know this. So that went into effect overnight in Kansas. But the thing is, in the metro here, we're already under a stay-at-home order, and that will extend a little longer. I believe it's April 27th that goes to. Then, of course, the president over the weekend gave some new social distancing guidelines, those guidelines going until April 30th. So as of right now, just figure it as the end of the month. We do still need to stay at home and be distant.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting how, you know, the local level has it at one date, the state level has it at another date, and yet the federal level, we're at another date.
It's
so which one do we keep track of? We need to get on the same page. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what it seems like. Also, in other news, I heard this on the news this morning about some strikes that are going on with some of our essential delivery services like Amazon and Instacart.
Right. Okay. So Amazon, that's the New York warehouse that this pertains to. They're going to go on strike today. They're going to walk out. They want better pay, better protection at work, and they want the building to be cleaned, which seems like a basic thing, right? Amazon did say they're going to triple down on the cleaning, so they're hoping to avoid that. Also, groceries, if you do order online from Instacart, it's going to get a little bit more difficult. They're also planning to walk out today, kind of the same sort of demands, but they're delivery drivers. They want a guaranteed 10% tip. Which, again, these people are in the front lines, basically. They're going into people's homes. So you can see where they're coming from. They want better protective equipment, things like that.
Wow, interesting. Have there been any type of, like, what will happen if they strike, or are they actually going to strike?
Well, they're supposed to strike today, so we're going to see, I guess, what the next step is.
All right. Well, Gina, again, we thank you for being here today. Yes. Also, we needed to talk about this. It was new here just a couple hours ago. We talked last week about the Tokyo Games being rescheduled. Now we have an actual date for them.
Right. So they're pushing it back to 2021, but now the date will be July 23rd to August 8th. So this does give athletes a little bit of a time to recalibrate those training schedules. Also, what we still do not know is all of the qualifying events. Those have not been rescheduled yet. So they still have to come up with some sort of plan for all of that. I'm sure a lot of athletes just kind of freaking out right now.
Yeah, and I mean, the Olympics is such a broad berth of sports. I mean, you have individual events that sure people can train for by themselves, but when you talk about team events like, you know, baseball, soccer, basketball, I mean, when are those teams going to be allowed to get in the same room together again to start practicing again for the qualifying events and then for the opening ceremonies? Very interesting.
Have you seen Tiger King yet on Netflix? No?
Yes. No, I have seen Tiger King.
Well, I was going to say, thanks all you cool cats and kittens. But I didn't know if you'd get it.
Yes, we finished up Tiger King over the weekend. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk to Erin Zimmerman, who's president of KC Women in Film, a little bit later on today about that and some other things to stream. So we'll bring that interview to you guys here in just a little bit. But it is beyond wild. Like, my jaw was on the floor a handful of times. So Gina, thank you for being here. And of course, you'll be with us here all week long as we continue to evolve this situation. So that's right, Joe's home too. All right.